There's this story in the Bible about Isaac and his two sons, Jacob and Esau. It's actually quite interesting. I want to share with you what God taught me from that story. Now, when Isaac was old, couldn't see properly, told his son Esau, the first son, to go and fetch him a game, a wild game, an animal, and cook a dish for him. That means this was not the first time he was telling him to do something like that. But the purpose of doing this particular task that he was telling him to do was because he wanted to release his blessing on Esau. Of course, we know the story. Isaac's wife heard it, told this second son that was her favorite, please go and fetch me two goats at the back of the house. Let me quickly prepare a dish for your dad so that you camouflage and go and collect the blessing that was supposed to go to your elder brother. Now, this is the uniqueness of the story. Esau took his bow and stepped out into the wild. Only God know how long it took him. In the hot sun, he was looking for an animal to kill. While he was stressing himself under the element, passing through, I don't know if I met him on the way, whether it was just sunny, he was just going through the long journey to get an animal so that he can kill and bring for his dad to fulfill his last, one of the last wishes of the dad. His younger brother just simply went to the back of the yard and got two goats for the mother. And the mother prepared a dish. The crazy thing is that in today's world, we call it shortcut. It was short because he didn't have to do anything. Just go to the back of the house and fetch two goats. Let me quickly prepare a dish. As the mother, obviously, this one should know how to cook the kind of food that the dad likes. You see? So Esau was totally disadvantaged on across all uh, any metric he put it on. The guy was hustling out there, following the long cut, the long journey to go and get something that he feels the dad would love because that was what he was told as was told him from the dad to do. While the younger brother was just fetching to go from the backyard. And this is what God is saying. It, there are times when doing the right thing causes a disadvantage for you. It actually makes it hard for you. It makes you hard for you. Makes life hard for you. God is saying, stay on that path. The disadvantage part most times tend to be the right path. Stay on that path. For at the end of the journey, that is when we are going to know those that did the right thing and those that did not do the right thing. Even if those that are doing the wrong thing are getting there before you, even if their dishes are being prepared way before you even get your own wild game, still go the long journey. Go and find the animal the right way. This thing cut across every strata of knowledge, every strata of responsibility you might have been called upon to do. Always do the right thing, especially when no one is watching, because this boy would have also did the same thing, done the same thing that the mother and Jacob did. Because the father was blind, he wouldn't have known the difference. Because clearly, this woman got these goats, prepared a dish for the dad, and the man, because he was blind, could not even tell. Now, these are not crazy thing. People that are doing the wrong thing can get result that will be almost as sweet and as qualitative as yours upon you when they long cut. They will still be able to get the same result because when Esau tested the food, Isaac tested the food, there was no difference. He could not tell. You see, so the animal that was in the back shed and the one that was gotten from a distance, he could not tell. If he had eaten Esau's food, it would have seen the same thing. The food would have been sweet. You see, God is saying, even if it would take, even if their dishes will be as sweet as yours, still not do not be tempted by taking the shortcut. You see, you'll be like, well, if my dish will be there like that, dish, what's the need of me going that long journey? Why not just why not let me just cut corners with them, cut corners and get the same result they get. God is saying that the end of a thing is what determines everything. Because what you will get that they will not get is character. Development of character comes through perseverance, through the long way. There was that sun that hit you on the journey, the rain that fell at your back, on your back. The things you had to survive to come out from that long journey is what will sustain you when you ascend the throne. You see? The person that went behind to go and get the goat did not get any experience from it. He just learned how to cut corners. People that cut corners hardly have the fortitude of character that the throne requires. So at the present time, in the present time, there is really no way to differentiate between the person that is cutting corners and the person that is doing the right thing, even if both of them can even have the same result. There is no way to tell. But God is saying, time reveals all deceitfulness. Time reveals all legitimacy. Time reveals it. If you have been cutting corners, your character will show it that you have been cutting corners, because there is a fortitude, a strength that comes with doing the right thing that you will never get cutting corners. So God is saying to you, you be the Esau, go through the long way. Let the sun meet you on the journey. Let the rain fall on your back. Eh? Let the elements meet you. Let the wild animals chase you. Whatever is needed to be done, even if it's unpopular, still stay the path. For a time is coming when ascension will begin to happen. A time is coming when what will keep people at where they are will be the character that they have gotten from the journey. Those that cut corners hardly ever develop character that can help them in the long run. So, like Esau, we are encouraged to keep persevering, even if doing right is not popular, even if doing right is not beautiful, in quotes, in the present. Keep doing it, because the end of it is where men are separated into classes, is when women are separated into classes. So stay the path. You can never tell what those things you are passing through now are doing in you. It's only God that can show you. So stay the path. Stay the path. Grow in darkness. For it is those that allow themselves to grow in the dark recesses of training that emerge as successes when it is time. So stay on the path. Allow yourself to pass through. When Jacob later came back to um, his father's side and met Esau, Esau was as great as him. So what was the need of collecting the birthright? There was no need. God would have still blessed Jacob. There was no need for that. You see, Esau was literally a prince, had men coming with him. Jacob was so afraid because of the amount of people with Esau. So when you do the right thing, you are not just building a future that you are going to feature in, but you are building a future that you will stay long in. Character helps you do that.